Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to the show. For those of you who have not been following, I do reviews of tanks, and then also when they come out with these premium specials, I also do a review of the premium weekend specials. So this is for the US server, of course. That's where I play. Those of you who are on other servers complain that you guys don't get the deals that we do. I, however, as a recording specialist, I'm getting tired of the deals because it means every week I have to review like 40 tanks. I mean, they've just been doing sales after sales after sales every week. The same 5 tanks. Yeah, so we're going to take a look. First, it's going to be US, Brit, and Japanese tanks. UK tanks are on sale. So Brits, UK, which is UK, the US, United States, and also the Japanese tanks are all half off this weekend if they're tier 5 or below. And then tier 6 and 7 of the British line, which would be very limited. I think that's the TOG pretty much, and the AT-15A are also on sale. So we are going to go ahead and do a scramble, starting with the Locust. I am not going to... We're going to run the battle, quick reviews, no in-depth stuff. If you want the in-depth stuff, please check my channel out. Most of these premium tanks I already have done full, 30 to 40 minute reviews showing the things that I like about them, running a couple battles. So this is just going to be an on-the-fly type thing. I sometimes make mistakes when I do that. I apologize. I try to be as accurate as I can, but we are playing and running at the same time, so sometimes I say things that don't make sense. If I am making a mistake, please feel free to note it below in my YouTube liner notes, and I will be sure to annotate the video if I can. So anyway, here we go. For those of you who have been watching my channel faithfully, you know that I like the Locust. The Locust does not get preferential matchmaking, and what we're seeing here is not good matchmaking. Obviously, I'm getting into a tier 5 battle here, so I am pretty much a pure scout at this point. However, when the Locust gets into tier 3, which it does frequently, many times you are going to see tier 3, it can be a lot of fun. So don't get discouraged. Just stick with it. And most of the battles that you have are going to be top tier battles, but you do have to scout occasionally. And so here's a situation where I will be scouting, and I am not going straight. I'm going to go out to the field. So the Locust has a decent gun. Fairly fast moving. I believe top speed is somewhere in the 64, 65 range kilometers per hour. The only downside with the Locust is that when you turn, you'd have a slow traverse speed comparatively. So the tank bleeds off a lot of speed, and that can cause some problems. So when you go scout and you go over the top of a ridge trying to show off what's there, oftentimes your little turn falls flat and you end up being exposed to everybody for longer than you really should be exposed to them. But that's just one of the issues, especially when you're scouting. But if you're top tier, it's not as big of a deal. As you can see here, we're cooking. Getting shot at. Yikes. T-34, T-28. I'm going to spot them. I'm not really going to try to shoot them, though. Yeah, and I'm done for. Nobody came with me. Nobody's bothering to cover the field. And they're just going to demolish me, so... Obviously, nobody cares. And we're gonna... Oh, yeah, T-34. Come on, get behind the building. He's gonna hit me. Come on, get in there. Alright, that's about as good as it gets. And I'm completely exposed to Artie right now. Yeah.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
Should have kept moving. But that happens. So, yeah, this is a fun tank. I definitely think it's worth getting. It's going to be, what, like $4.50 gold? It's like $1 or $2. Definitely worthwhile. Sucks to be me when I get spotted. I'm not a very good scout. For those of you who followed my channel, this is a role that I don't play well. I don't know when to go. I don't know when to stop. I don't know where to hide. And I just end up doing this. So... but yeah, this is a fun tank, and definitely when you're not playing scout, and that's frequently, your top tier tank frequently, it's fun. So I have a pretty good win rate in this. I think it's like 56 or 57% after 200 battles. So not because of battles like this. All right, so on to the next tank. This is by far the fastest tier 2 in the game. Has a really crappy gun. I guess you could consider this a pure scout for the most part. The gun is okay on tier. If you run into any of those T-18s, you're in trouble. But against soft tanks, you can do some penetration. I feel like, I don't know. It's an okay scout. It's got a terrible, terrible view range, like 250 or something like that, 230. So as a higher tier scout, it's completely useless. Actually, even on these low tiers, it's kind of low as far as the view range goes. So there's a lot of tanks that can outsee it. So that kind of sucks. I don't know. I don't like this tank. There's guys out there that swear by it. It's like one of their favorite tanks. Good for them. I'm glad they enjoyed the tank. I don't like it, and it doesn't do much for me. But, you know, it's... There are some amazing videos out there of people playing this and having a blast and doing crazy things with it, and good for them. I find that this tank does slow down the same way that the M3 Locust, or the Locust slows down. This tank, the M22, this tank also does that. So you're going to see, as I do turns here, watch this, so you're going to see my speed bleeding off. Though I'm kind of holding it, yeah, now it's bleeding off even more. 35, yeah, it'll go all the way down to a stop. The nice thing is, though, it accelerates quickly, so I saw something moving over here. Light him up. But really, you're a scout, and some guys do really well. Like I said, to me, I don't like it. Definitely have to use auto aim. I saw a tree fall right here. Uh-oh.
One of our tracks is damaged.
I don't even know how to... This is the new tank.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Enemy is hit.
He didn't do any damage to me, but the T-18 is looking at me with... And see, that slowdown is a big issue because now...
We've lost him. Gotcha. Track hit.
Racked. Hit by everybody. Not seeing anybody.
We're
Boom!
dead for. Everyone get out.
Yeah. Well, I got a kill. That's not great playing, but... There's a lot going on over there, and I had no help, so... and I pushed out way farther than I should have. Yeah, I don't like this tank. Whatever. If you want to waste gold on it, go ahead. It's not very much. It's only like $2 worth of gold. I think it's at like $350 at half off. So, yeah, I mean, if it looks like fun to you, go for it. I think there's other tier 2s, especially some of the gift tanks that they've given us, like the T7 combat car and the light Vic, that are much more fun. And some people like the TE16 or whatever it is. I don't have that one, but you know, it doesn't do anything for me. But some people swear by this tank, so don't. You know, it's cheap. If you're looking to collect, I'm glad I bought it. I don't know. It's just okay. There are other tanks that I'd rather play. I don't know what's going on tonight, but there's some serious zombie players out there, dude. This is my third attempt to get an okay battle. I've just been shocked at how bad the teams are. It's like a Sunday night. People are just playing like crap, myself included. So we're looking at the Ram 2 here. I really like this tank. It does not get preferential matchmaking, and it has a very inadequate gun for Tier 7. But for Tier 6 and Tier 5, it's okay. You can see here we're in a an all Tier 5 match. I like this tank. It's definitely worth the half-off price. Full price, I don't know. I mean, the nice thing is with the American mediums, they all fit this mold. So you can put your you can put these guys in the Super Pershing. You can put them in the E8, the E2, the M4. I mean, it just, they go. This tank fits all those crews. So it's a really good trainer, and a Tier 5 really is kind of for training, you know, not necessarily credit making, but for training, it's a great tank for getting double experience and all that stuff. It's good. The Super Pershing, like I said, is your other higher tier alternative if you want to grind credits and train your tank. But okay, we got a lot going on here. I'm gonna not a ton of gun depression, so that makes it a little bit difficult to use. Is there somebody really that's going to try to cross the bridge? Oh, he's got the autoloader. That was pretty cool. Obviously, wicked rate of fire. Doing, you know, 4 hits every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds you're firing a shot, which is great.
Enemy armor is hit.
You just can't pen me.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And I cannot believe this Panzer IV is getting away with murder. I'm going to leave the DW. Now, the back of this tank has very thin armor, so you got to be careful. And that was a risk, but we cannot have this Panzer IVH just running around willy-nilly in our base. This is unbelievable. This tank has pretty fair armor for itself. Looks like they got another one that's going to come across. KV-1. He knows I'm coming. He's getting out of there. This is incredible. I want to get that guy on the bridge. Be perfect. Wow. This is craziness.
Penetration.
Yeah. I will penetrate you. And he will penetrate back.
Ricochet.
T-25's got good armor. And a pretty decent gun.
Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
Haha.
We've torched them.
Yeah.
Penetration.
You better move, buddy.
Penetration.
Not realizing
Knocked out.
what's about to happen to his butt. These guys cannot handle that Panzer IV. He's killing everybody. It's a pretty... It must be a pretty good tank because it seems like people just always romp in that thing.
We didn't even scratch them.
No, we didn't, but we're gonna scratch him now.
Enemy armor is hit.
And of course, he can pen right through me. Oh, dang it! KV-1. Thing's got a wicked gun, man. It's funny, when I drive mine, it seems like everybody penetrates every single shot. But when I go against them, I can never penetrate them. They got good armor. Yeah. Okay, need to help. Oh my flippin' gosh. I can't do anything against this tank. Now the Churchill one might be soft enough for me to... And if he doesn't, he's got a side to me, yeah. He's got a good gun, though.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. Enemy
In a minute, he's going to be too angled for me to do any damage.
Penetration. Penetration.
2 seconds, man.
Armor is hit. That one didn't go through. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't
Oh,
even
you...
scratch them.
How do you love that RNG? You gotta love that. You gotta love that. I did every inch of damage to that guy except for the last one, and boom, he gets away with it. Unfrickin' believable. Just amazing. Bunch of BS. Got no health left. The Churchill's gonna kill me, you know it. Get your gun up. What are you doing?
Penetration. Enemy is hit. Bail out. This vehicle is at it.
Can't stop stupid, but we won. Man, that's what I'm talking about. What a team. Wow. Unbelievable. The Matilda tried to help. I couldn't get around behind the KV fast enough, and then I got flanked, so can't do much better than that. Of course I'm the high caliber, and of course I'm the top scorer on the team. I over-doubled what anybody else did. Unbelievable. These are the kind of teams that are going out tonight. These guys suck. If there is an opposite to the Ram 2, it would be this tank. Same exact gun. But this tank barely moves at all. Not even a little bit. I don't even know where to go on this map with this thing. It's so slow. I do love this tank, though. I have a lot of wins in it. I'm probably going to just go up this hill here and play base defender because it's just too slow. 22 kilometer top speed. And it's weird. The Matilda 4 only has a 24 kilometer top speed, the Russian import, but it's much faster. I don't know how that is, but it's true. The BP has good gun depression, okay armor on the front. It's not great. Unfortunately, it's got the Churchill 3 turret, and so it's a really flat surface on the front, and that means kill me now is really what it means. Shoot me right here, especially right around the gun, and you'll make holes in my tank. So, oh, these guys are all going this way. Dang it. Okay, well, at least it's arty, but you know, unfortunately, the slowness really, unless you're in it, yeah, it depends on the map. This map is not a good map for this tank because of the slowness, and there's huge hills to get anywhere, and oh gosh. Plus, we got all kinds of artillery going on, so I'm going to be a prime target for them if I get spotted, which I will. But I do love this tank. It does work for me. I am familiar with the slow and low style. Oh gosh. There goes our first victim. It's a tank destroyer. Hopefully he's smart enough to pull back around to let all the tank destroyers shoot that heavy. The artillery's firing on the heavy. It's their only spotted enemy. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting some spots. There's a Matilda in the village. A regular Matilda. Is that a heavy over here? No, I'm not going to hit him, but crap. These guys they're under my gun. So even with the good gun depression, they're sliding underneath, and I can't see him anymore. But he sure as heck can see me. This is an odd... Yeah, I need to... He actually has more pen than I do by about 10. Where did this scout go? Where did the scout go? Now this Matilda, unfortunately for him, he's got the same issue that I have, so he's really slow. Now he's a little fast. This one's a little faster than mine, but good. We've stopped them. However, there is still the missing scout. Oh. And their Chihi and T-34 just killed. Oh my gosh. Oh. We're going to have to kill this dude here. He's going to start running. Use this. He's a lot faster than I am. I know there's a KV-220 out there. We keep lighting up their artillery. But I will never catch this guy because I am just too freaking slow. Yep, and the KV-220 is coming for me. And I'm going to make him come all the way down. Gonna need help here, guys.
We didn't even scratch them.
Holy...
We didn't even scratch them. Ricochet. Penetration. Target acquired. Target unlocked.
No, I don't want to lock targets with this dude. Yeah.
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Well, what can I do? I can't take on a heavy head-on like that, and my team is not helping, and everybody's dying, so we pretty much lost this battle. Yeah. Oh, what? How did that guy disappear in a frickin' heavy tank? What is that? How can the artillery not see him? Whatever. But that's how it goes. You know, you win some, you lose some, and in this case, our team is pretty much, they were crap up on the hill, and so they let all these guys get away and come after us. What can you do? This is not a good map for this tank, but okay, so the Chinook Kai. Hopefully this battle will go better than the last one. Chinook is somewhat like the Ram 2 in the fact that it does not get preferential matchmaking. This tank is a slow, soft piece of Japanese machinery. It's actually not that bad of a tank. You have to know how to play it, though. You really, if you like the Wolverine, the M10, the American Wolverine, this tank will suit you because it plays just the same. You have to hang back. The gun, the rate of fire is a little slower, but the gun does a little more damage. It has better pen. So, but it's very similar to the playstyle of our beloved Wolverine. So I actually have it set up like a tank destroyer. Not a good head-to-head with Heavy's tank, so I'm not going to push into the city. But I'm going to try to get up here, knock a tree down, and get a decent vantage point so I can hit things from the side and across. And I'm going to move into the tree. And hopefully stay hidden. The downside is I do not have Sixth Sense yet all the way on this tank because it's my... Aside from the Keiho, it is my only Japanese tank, so... Binocs do not give me the range I need to see those tanks. You know they're going to come through the city here in a minute. Here's the M4. And what's funny is they added this... There we go. They added this city section that nobody uses. These guys still go out in the field. They're idiots. I can't hit him from here. He stopped moving. That's the smart thing to do if you're getting pelted. Yeah, you can see this gun just is awesome. It has a decent range. Unfortunately, it drops bullets. Like, it's the same gun that's on the Chinook. So if you're used to playing the Chinook Kai is just kind of a slower tank. It's not as good as the, or kind of the same as, I guess. This is Baribad. Baribad. Wow, all those scouts are in the back there. I'm going to see if I can get some down the street sniping here over the heads of my compatriots. But, yeah, you never want to be in the front lines with this tank. This is definitely a backline tank or flanker from a long distance. Oh, so close to hitting the KV. I'm not risking it with that T-34 sitting out like that. Yep. And we should be able to kill that guy. Ice him. Oh. Once again, I got that I don't want to hit that KV-1. He's dead now, so... This is not good. Our city has fallen. So be still. And keep the binoculars going. Hopefully I'll kill this guy before he spots me. This is not good. Maybe he went back into town. Patience is super key with this tank, though. You cannot push. I don't see him. There's our Churchill. Oops, and I just blew my cover. This guy is... he's the lower target. I'm not going to be able to penetrate the front of the T1 Heavy. He just broke my track. There we go. T80 is going to hit me. Come on, come on. Oh, dang it. Come on, reload. Come on. Why is he shooting me? I don't understand that, but... Wow. Man, this is really bad. We've pretty much lost this. I want to get in this bush, but oh no, the Su-85. Shoot! Come on, come on, come on. Dang it. But you can see this gun is reliable. It's, man, this is over. Sorry, for whatever reason it didn't record the end of the battle, but needless to say, I got poofed. I came around the corner and the Churchill 3 was right there and killed me, so... And that's no surprise. I can't take on 3 heavies by myself. I don't think anybody can, even if I was in a heavy full health. Unless it was the KV-220. Yeah, but as you can see there, I rocked this tank. The team was a piece of crap. And I don't know what's going on tonight, but that seems to be the way it's going. So, yeah, 3 medals. Top score, no kidding. Not the greatest score ever, but our team was just total crap. Useless. So, can't do anything about that. But that's how the tank plays. And it is, like I said, it's a good tank. I really like this tank. So, I hated it when I first got it. But once I figured out to play it, you know, like a tank destroyer and really hang back and be smart, it's a very, very good tank. So, all right, next. And on to... Whoa, I did a lot of little short videos. Oops. T14. Even my friends that have sworn by this tank ended up selling it. Part of my problem tonight is I don't have my good mouse. Got my crappy, regular old mouse.
Let's go.
The T14 has, I think it's 100 armor all the way around in the turret, so it's a pretty decent turret for Tier 5. Preferential matchmaking, just like the Matilda BP. So it'll only ever see Tier 5 and 6, more often than not Tier 5. This tank has sloped armor. It's like a miniature IS-6. Except that the gun sucks. This is one of the worst guns in the premium lineup. With 89 penetration, only the Excelsior's gun is as bad. And it's semi-slow firing, too, considering how bad it is. Can you tell I don't like this tank? You know, that's the only thing really holding the tank back. Now, if you wanted to spend a lot of money and fire gold all the time, it would be okay. It wouldn't be a bad tank, but...
Enemy armor is hit.
It's got a big old weak spot on the machine gun on the front.
Critical hit.
Thank God that wasn't one of ours.
We didn't even
Uh-oh, KV-1.
track hit.
KV-1 is bad news. I'm just backing out. All the fun is over. Once the king... God, that was not one of our scouts. I hate when that happens. Then he would have been yelling at us. Okay, so I'm going to go this way because that KV-1 is going this way. We're going to counter his moves. But this tank really does not stand. Look where he hit me, too. Like, in a spot that should have been protected. Chinukai. This guy doesn't know how to play the Chinukai. He obviously missed my last video section.
Enemy armor is hit.
That tank can penetrate me, but it will not stand up to... Look, how can you not penetrate that? That's what I'm talking about, this tank sucking. The gun can't even penetrate the softest tank in the world. Or maybe even the second softest over here with the T40. But it's got decent armor. I mean, really, the armor, it's not the greatest armor in the world, but it is decent. But against the KV's gun, the KV has enough penetration just to muscle its way through your armor. This guy has no idea what about to hit him.
Enemy is hit.
Wish the rate of fire was faster. Oh, he got away.
Critical hit.
And that's what you're... I'm not going to fire any gold. I want you just to see how bad this gun is. I mean, you can't do anything against a KV. It's...
We didn't even scratch them.
Really?
Penetration.
I'm not worried about the Lee as much as I am. I guess I should be, but...
Got him. Ammo storage is hit.
Uh-oh.
Blow.
Fun's over. Okay, Mr. Lee.
Enemy is hit. We're immobilized.
Uh-huh.
They're knocked out.
And the AT-2 is coming. I need to get turned around. Get turned around. Here we go. And we're going to have to switch to gold for the AT-2.
We're done for. Everyone
He's
get
using the
out.
derp. I thought he was going to be using the crappy gun, but I would have gotten out of there if I knew the derp was coming. So yeah, I like the T14, but the gun, just, it's... Against soft, like Tier 3 and 4 tanks, it's great. Against anything Tier 5, you're pretty much going to be bouncing half your shots. And that gets really aggravating, especially when you need to kill something. Like that Lee. Allowed him to do way more damage than he should have done. So, but, yeah. got 2 kills. I think we're probably going to win this battle. And but yeah, the T-14, half off. Oh, the other thing, too, that's weird about the T-14, it doesn't fit any of the heavy crews at all from any of the American heavies. It's a mismatch for every single tank. The T-34 is the one that actually fits the crew, so you really can't use this one as much for training. So kind of, I don't know. If you're buying it for a trainer, it's okay, but you're always going to have one crew member short, either a loader, gunner, radio man. It's going to be short somebody. And then the other issue, of course, is just, you know, the frustration of playing with a gun that can't penetrate anything. And really, you know, and oh yeah, this is the weak spot on the front, that machine gun port. You can hit from the sides, you can hit from the front, anything goes through it. So, and people know it. But it's okay. It's all right. So, not a bad game. I was the 2nd highest scorer. Did okay. It's not a great night for me. We did win. The KV was able to... We almost lost, but the KV came back and pulled it together. So, you frickin' rock, KV won. He was using the derp, too, which is surprising. Look at all the damage he did. I don't know. I might switch my KV to the derp. Alright, guys. Next tank. Alright, the Excelsior... this is one tank that does not translate to Tier 6 at all. This is going to suck. Tier 5, it's okay. The gun on this tank is just as bad as the T-14s, but the armor on the sides is worse. Now, the front armor is great. It's got like 100...
Let's get this show on the road.
Same as the Churchill, but this tank actually moves faster than the Churchill. It's a pretty fast-moving heavy. Hey, we're going to try our little trick. Remember... Yeah, maybe you haven't seen it yet. Actually, you haven't seen it yet. I just did an IS review and... went to my favorite spot on the map, and I'm going to try this again. We'll see how it works. It probably won't. But when you have a tank that has a gun that won't penetrate unless you're on the flank, sometimes you need to take drastic actions and put yourself into drastic positions. I am going to attempt, probably unsuccessfully, to get across this gap. I may or may not make it. But if I do, this could turn into a mayhemish World of Tanks fun melee. That's guys. They're scouting the crap out of them. But it's good because they're drawing their attention away from me, which is allowing me to get into position. Now, this gun has okay gun depression. It's not great. The side armor is the weakest point. Okay, so be very careful with your side armor. The back of your tank is actually pretty hefty. But this sucks because we've now gotten too far, and the flank is not going to work. So, dang it. It sucks. Now, the 100 can go right through me like butter. Oh, crap. I don't know. Stop it! Freaking stuck in the repair menu. Yeah, and he's got a gun. I don't know what gun he's using that's that fast, but I'm done. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Critical hit.
Ah, fudge nuts. Well. Oh, the Excelsior. That's one thing I didn't mention. I don't know what it is about this tank. It is a flippin' arty magnet. I kid you not. Look where I was. I was like the 7th tank down. I was getting hit by every single piece of artillery on the map. I don't know what it is about this tank, but it draws artillery like you would not believe. Maybe because from above, that's what it looks like. It looks like a nice big flat thing to hit, and it is. And of course there you saw the artillery killed me. So it's not uncommon to be killed by artillery in this tank. It really is a punching bag. So yeah. I like the Excelsior. You should watch my full review on this one. I was down on it, and I was like, oh man, this tank sucks, and then I got it. I actually bought it and was like, actually, it's not that bad. It's fast moving, and it's kind of fun. The gun really, really sucks. So it's kind of like it's definitely the British equivalent of the T-14, but more fun. It's just more mobile. So anyway, I wish you could have seen it in action, but that's what happens in Tier 6, and especially when the artillery want to eat you alive. So off we go. Next tank. All right, so taking it up a notch. 30% off. TOG 2. Sorry about that crappy Excelsior battle. We're crunched for time, so I don't... I obviously have to play all these battles while I'm recording, so this takes like 5 hours to get these videos ready. I hate when they do these weekends where there's like 75 tanks for sale. It drives me up a wall. The TOG sees tier 6 and 7, so preferential matchmaking, just like the Excelsior. Unlike the Excelsior, the TOG has absolutely no armor and a decent gun. And you get a lot of jokes. So the TOG really has, the gun is the redeeming value. I think it's the 17-pounder. Pretty much the same gun that goes on the Matilda, I'm sorry, the Churchill BP at tier 7. So it's actually a pretty decent gun, especially at this tier. T28, not gonna bother. Oh, brother. You kidding me? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna stick around because I guess he who smelt it dealt it. I do like the TOG. If it weren't for the fact that it can't really go anywhere, and it pretty much is relegated to base defense and hoping and praying like there, that really, seriously. Frickin' team. So here you're seeing the big problem with the TOG. It's hard to get anywhere at all. By the time you get there, it's too late, and they've done mega damage. And I whiffed. Ah, dagnabbit. But the good news is, he's by himself, and I have way more health than he does. And I can fire a lot faster than he can. So...
Enemy is hit.
Yep. Try to get in a position where I can hit the dude. I hate shooting on the move, but he's exposed now.
Penetration. Track hit. Enemy armor is hit.
How did I miss that?
Gotcha. Penetration. That one bounced.
And the ELC is hating on me.
That one bounced. Enemy hit. Great shot. We had it. Everybody out.
Oh well, can't do much about that. Oh, and there's your nemesis. So, what are you gonna do? Can't even kill a KV-1. Yeah, the TOG's okay. Like I said, you really once you get exposed, it's over, and it's slow, and there's a whole lot of whatever. Like the TOG, the AT-15A is slow as snot. The AT-15A is prone, and I kid you not, to Sacred Valley. I have not seen this map since they got rid of it and then brought it back. I have not been on this map since they brought it back.
Let's go.
Here we are in this tank on this map. This is the first time I've run this tank, and right away I'm put on this map. There is something about Sacred Valley that causes this tank to be spawned into Sacred Valley. I don't know why, but I always end up. Now, they've completely changed this map. It's very different than it used to be. So, we'll see how this goes. This is a consummate sniper tank. You are going to sit back if you can and shoot from a distance. But in this battle, since they've completely left this side open, I'm going to have to be a little bit more of a stalwart, and that is not going to work well. It's not. This tank does not do well in head-to-head confrontations. It's got okay armor. It's not great. Now, one of the cool things about the AT-15A series tanks is that this gun goes all the way back and forth. You got a huge traverse. This tank does not get preferential matchmaking, so you will see up to tier 9, and it has the same 17-pounder gun that the TOG has. This is good, but it's also bad. It's bad because the gun has low penetration. It is fairly accurate. So little tanks like that are easy fodder. However, your slow speed makes up for that, you know. The Panther might have a hard time with me. The Ram is going to definitely have a hard time with me. This is bad. But I guess I'm holding. And these tanks are... Yeah. Yeah, artillery, of course. And you are a magnet just like any other big slow tank. They will always go after you, so... I need to get back here so I'm a little more arty safe. And we are completely getting overrun. Thank you for no help. Stupid team. Wow, and we're going to lose. Look at this team. What are they doing? They're all on the base. Do something. I need help. It's like, what are these guys doing? And I can't do anything about these tanks. I'm flanked.
We're lucky it didn't blow. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
I don't even have words for this game. Okay, so don't let this discourage you from this tank. I think between this and the TOG, this is a better purchase. However, it also costs more because it's tier 7. Makes about the same amount, if not more money than the TOG. I like it. If you like the slow British style, it is that. The armor is not reliable, just like the other British... It's a tank destroyer. It's not meant to be in head-to-head confrontations where your team completely leaves the entire flank open to go to the flag, and then they all flip and die. I'm getting frustrated. This is the kind of night that I've been having as you've been watching. Had a couple good battles, but in general tonight there's a whole bunch of retards out there. I don't know what's going on, but these people are all licking their windows and their monitors, and hopefully they're wiping them off between battles, but apparently not. Last but not least, we're going to do something that I never do. I've had the Sexton I for quite some time. I don't play artillery. These are the only 2 artillery I have. I've unlocked some of the artillery. I went up the French line up to tier 5. You know what? it's not my thing, and then they nerfed it, and that made it even worse. So we are going to run this tank. Hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen. The way things have been going tonight with the... I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but hasn't it seemed like the teams have been really, really bad tonight? Like my teams in specific, I have been getting screwed with bad teams. Now, I've had some good ones, but man, you saw the last one, and stuff like that makes you want to quit. I mean, you know, it's like, okay, I'm going to bed, but I want to get this review done, so... Here's what I think's going on. See this? Every time I get right near 52%, I start having nights like tonight. I'm just in awe at how bad the team is. So we're going to take this tank. I got to apologize in advance. I don't know what I'm doing with artillery. And this tank has 2 different... I don't even understand this. I have HE, which I'm using. This tank has 2 different armor-piercing round types. First of all, what would you use this one for? I don't know. But this one is, I think, the gold ammo. Has much higher penetration, but low damage. I don't know. I don't know what the benefit is, but we're just going to use the good old HE. So if somebody knows, please leave a comment. Let's go ahead and run this tank and get this review over with. I'm ready for bed. Sorry, guys. I'm in a bad mood now because just the way that the teams have been playing and the stuff that's been going on, it's one of those nights where I'm just going to go play spin tires or go to bed. Sexton I is a tier 3 heavy, has a fairly fast rate of fire for an artillery, and is it has a good range on it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's an okay artillery. It's not bad. Like I said, the rate of fire is pretty good considering, but so for somebody like me, that's probably help. It is tier 3. It does see tier 5, obviously. But I just don't know how to play arty, and I'm not very good at it, so we'll see how this goes, but hopefully these bushes will cover me. Try to go back in this corner. They said not to sit in bushes. I've watched some tutorials on how to play artillery. Don't ever sit in the bushes. Make sure you sit behind them. So we're going to sit behind them. By the time I get turned around, that artillery will probably, or that thing will be gone. Alright, so here's this. Can't hit him. If he stays put, but of course he won't. You know, these guys, they always move. You can't. And I didn't aim all the way, so we'll see where the thing went. Nope. Oh, he broke the fence. That's cool. See him breaking the fence. If I can hit that right there. We're killing him. We're killing him. Well, that going around the corner there at AMX, it's not going to help me kill Mr. Von Kiesler pants there. However, this dude, my split, and that's what I hate at artillery. I don't know how people have the patience to play this. By the time you get aimed, okay, they either disappear or somebody else kills them, and I completely whiffed. No, not even close. Putting the plus right on top of them. There we go. Oh, whiff. Well, the Electo will make a juicy target. Maybe he'll stay there. He's got to be pissing that AT2 off, man. See if I hit him. Nope. And behind him. And that's one of the things. I don't know how to hit ahead. Yeah. Come on. Nope. How people stand this? I don't know. I don't know how people. This is just aggravating to me. It's like nothing ever hits.
Enemy hit.
Oh, I hit somebody. I don't know who. Wow, we've lost. Our team is completely crumbled. And
We didn't even scratch them.
no, of course you didn't. That's because you suck. Yeah, that's you. He's probably going to shoot me. I bet you this guy goes after me. Man, this team. Load up. Load up. How does anybody stand this? To me, this is just aggravating. This sucks. I never play this thing, and this is exactly why. Like, where did these guys go? Come on. And the AT2 is going to kill everybody. I can't hit that Electo. Ah, he stopped. Yeah, I don't get it.
Great shot.
Well, we tracked him. Hooray. VK. What? There must be a rock in front of me. It's telling me I can't hit him. Maybe that's just how it reads it, though. Man, this
That was
guy.
close.
Try to keep this guy in. Oh, gosh.
We didn't even scratch them.
Of course you didn't. Oh, crapsicles. Man. You know he's coming. I don't, like I said, I don't get this. I don't understand why anybody would like doing this. To me, it's just, I guess once in a while you get that amazing shot that kills the guy in a single hit, but to me this is just aggravating. Of course, the Covenanter's got a perfect shot on me. Whatever. That's just dumb. To me, this is stupid. No fun there. So yeah, that's the artillery. Like I said, I apologize. I don't get it. I don't understand what you guys that play artillery even have any interest in that. It's like, I got some hits. You know, I broke the guy's track a couple times. It sucks. That's not fun. But okay, I guess whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Some guys just love it. You know, I suppose this is a very low damage artillery, so maybe it gets better, but how can that get better? So, in shame, I hang my head. 31 flippin' experience. Yay. Yeah, go ahead. It's half off. Go ahead and buy it if you like it. If you like artillery and you like British artillery, oh, there you go. Yay. Woo. To me, this does nothing. Now, my crew sucks, too, so that, you know, that could have something to do with it. My French crew's actually not that bad. Well, I guess it's bad. I don't know. Whatever. If this floats your boat, dude, go right ahead and save money, and it's half off, and that's all cool, but whatever. If the less of these that are on the battlefield, the more fun I'm having in my other tanks. So, anyway. Have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry it didn't go well. Just sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but that's how reviews go, especially when you're playing them live. So, sometimes you just get a bad night. See you guys around, and I look forward to playing with you guys when I see you and all that good stuff. So, have a good night.